season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida Gators, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Florida's offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a season, these two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Here's the handoff. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. And the Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. So North Texas offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
The RPO, it's complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Defense in press coverage. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about North Texas. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Mean Green! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Rides the back on the option, the give.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Makes the catch. It's Payne. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch. them the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. Send the tight end in motion. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense is giving up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. Touchdown, Gator! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Stroud. Oh, they're after him! And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. North Texas will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll leave it with him. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one of this postseason showdown. Let's take a look at the stats so far. We've got a good one on our hands here. Let's hope we keep those good vibes going here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Grab near the marker. It's Bean. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going over the top. And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Handoff from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Tempo in overdrive.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. No huddle, offense to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. North Texas really has it going on offense.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up second and 9. North Texas in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on third and long. Makes the grab on the back. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. They'll pull it on the read. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Texas. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll give it to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, second and 6. Back to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Florida! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on the last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The give out of the gun. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They'll run play action. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
Kick is in the air. To the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. The give. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. North Texas in the hurry up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Finds his tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Mean Green trying to convert on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Hit as he throws. Got his man to the left. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Let's talk a minute about North Texas. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Tight end now in motion. To the air. It's Stroud. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away on fourth down. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the... Lost one deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. He'll set up to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. Open spaces. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Stroud. Under fire. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The mean green now facing the meanest of problems on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. North Texas will have to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return. turn and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy the pageantry and the meaning of this great game. And, of course, it helps to have had ourselves an eventful first half in the Armed Forces Bowl. And, yes, football is a game of inches, but, man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Armed Forces Bowl.
The Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
They're dealing with a second and long. Throws for the tight end. Got his man all by himself. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
North Texas in the hurry-up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Now the play fake. Going to try to get it himself.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. North Texas doing business from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
They're going to go ahead and go for two here and try to make it a field goal game. He's looking to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick two, as it were. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. The Gators will call on their punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Right on the money. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage.
Turning it on! And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete. And I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man on the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Mitchell. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. North Texas in the hurry up. Now from inside the red zone. Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him. And in turn, you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
To the air on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. There he goes. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Into the game, and we'll start with the first down. Going to the running game. Past the first down marker and still running. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He wants to take the top off. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be a...
Touchdown, Florida! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
He's looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what?
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but...
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So now it's 2nd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to sling it on 2nd down. This time he's got it. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Gator! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mitchell. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Love working with you guys. Love being in the booth. Love covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Quick strike complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Wants to keep it in the air. Rushes on him. Oh, he's got some space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Newton. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.